أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم تسليم الحمد لله رب العالمين. Je ne saurais commencer ce prêche sans remercier Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala de m'avoir fait don de cette belle journée de dimanche. Je sais que il est 5 heures du matin chez moi. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Alors, je prie Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala d'accorder sa miséricorde, sa grâce et ses bienfaits à notre noble prophète Mohammed sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, à sa famille, à ses sahaba et à tous ceux qui suivront leur pas jusqu'au jour de la résurrection. Et je prie Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala que nous fassions partie de ce groupe, Inch'Allah. Amen. Aujourd'hui, je ne vais pas parler de religion, je veux adresser, comment dirais-je, ce problème-là de la brutalité des policiers. J'avais décidé de ne pas parler, j'ai fait beaucoup de commentaires sur mon mur, tout ça, mais après je me dis que en parler, je pense que ça en vaut la peine. Je ne vais pas me lancer dans cette histoire de blanc et de noir. Je vais simplement me lancer dans une histoire de vie humaine. Je vais le faire en français et puis après je vais le faire en anglais, Inch'Allah. Je l'ai souvent dit dans mes prêches, j'ai dit que le mot empathie a quitté notre monde, ne fait désormais plus partie de nos dictionnaires. On a l'empathie et puis on a la sympathie. L'empathie, c'est quand tu essaies de te mettre dans la peau de quelqu'un d'autre pour mieux comprendre ses problèmes, pour mieux comprendre sa peine. C'est ça l'empathie. Mais aujourd'hui, ça n'existe pas. Ça n'existe pas parce que, franchement, l'humanité est en train de perdre sa tête. J'ai souvent parlé de Dhul-Qarnayn dans la sourate Al-Kahf. Dhul-Qarnayn, dans la sourate Al-Kahf, Allah dit qu'il lui a donné le pouvoir. Le pouvoir qu'il lui avait donné n'avait pas de limite. Au point que Allah lui a donné le pouvoir de punir, de faire ce qu'il voulait de ceux qui n'étaient pas corrects. Il avait ce pouvoir-là de punir, de juger, de faire ce qu'il voulait des gens. Allah et Dhul-Qarnayn, il a décidé de ne pas le faire. Il a donné la chance aux gens. Il leur a dit quoi? Ceux qui feront du mal, peut-être qu'ils auront leur punition. Mais il a donné la chance aux gens d'être ce qu'ils étaient. Il n'a pas implémenté. Il n'a pas fait ce que le pouvoir qu'on lui a donné, il ne l'a pas imposé aux gens. Il a été indulgent. Il a donné ce que c'est que la chance aux gens d'être ce qu'ils étaient. De nos jours, quand ce petit pouvoir-là est donné à quelqu'un, automatiquement, il en abuse. Ça peut être avec ta femme, ça peut être avec tes enfants, ça peut être avec tes amis, ça peut être au travail. Pourquoi? Parce que c'est toi le chef, c'est toi qui as le plein pouvoir. Alors tu te dis que tu fais les choses comme bon te semble. Si Allah qui est le plus puissant des puissants, si lui il voulait agir comme ça avec nous, personne ne resterait sur terre. Personne ne resterait sur terre. Allah même le dit. il nous donne à chacun de nous un répit, il nous donne un temps. Peut-être que tu as commis une erreur, mais il te donne, si tu es béni, il te donne le temps de faire quoi? De te racheter, de te repentir. Tu fais quelque chose de mauvais. Une mauvaise action qui est suivie d'une bonne action est complètement annulée. Une mauvaise action qui est suivie d'une bonne action est complètement annulée. Cette mauvaise action devient une bonne action. Ça, c'est Dieu. Ça, c'est jusqu'où il est miséricordieux. Alors, on va dans les mosquées, on prie. On va dans les églises, on prie. On demande la miséricorde d'Allah pendant que nous-mêmes, on ne peut pas faire miséricorde à nos semblables. On dit que les policiers, oui, les policiers sont en train de tuer les gens. Maintenant, m'adressant à ces policiers-là, quand tu arrêtes quelqu'un, en essayant de tuer quelqu'un, quelqu'un qui a besoin de ton aide, tu es là pour le protéger, tu es là pour le servir. Ok. Oublie sa couleur. Oublie son ethnie, oublie d'où il vient. Quand tu le regardes, ne vois pas la couleur du monsieur. Regarde et vois ton fils ou bien vois ton frère que tu aimes. Oublie l'homme noir, oublie l'homme blanc. Seulement regarde quelqu'un, celui que tu regardes, regarde-le comme ton frère. Ou bien si tu es un papa, regarde-le comme ton fils ou bien ta fille que tu as laissé à la maison. Mais la seule chose qui peut t'amener à faire ça, c'est l'empathie. Tu te mets dans la peau de l'autre. Tu vois ton fils, celui que tu es en train d'arrêter, celui sur qui tu t'appuies pendant qu'il est menotté. Ne le regarde pas en tant que noir, ne le regarde pas en tant que blanc. Regarde-le en tant que ton frère ou bien ton fils. Parce que celui qui est couché, peut-être que ce n'est pas toi qui es couché sur ton fils. Mais ça peut être quelqu'un d'autre parce que ton fils n'est pas forcément un policier comme toi. Alors ça peut être quelqu'un d'autre qui est en train de s'appuyer sur ton fils, en train de le tuer sans savoir que c'est le fils de son collègue. Maintenant, toi, tu apprends la mort de ton fils des mains d'un autre policier comme toi. Comment est-ce que tu vas te sentir? Parce que même la pire des espèces, quand on regarde les films, quand on lit les biographies, quand on regarde autour de nous aujourd'hui, la plupart des grands tueurs, ou bien des grands, comment dirais-je, dealers de drogue, les gens qui ont les cartels, ces gens-là tuent à longueur de journée. Mais quand tu vas chez eux, tu ne peux pas rentrer, c'est une forteresse. C'est une forteresse parce qu'ils savent le mal que ça fait de tuer quelqu'un, le mal que ça fait à la famille de ces gens-là. Ils savent. Donc eux, ils sont barricadés. Tu ne peux pas rentrer chez un drug dealer, tu ne peux pas rentrer chez lui, tu ne peux pas. Ils sont protégés plus que les présidents. Pourquoi? Parce que le mal qu'ils infligent aux autres, ils ne veulent pas ressentir le même mal. Alors si simplement les policiers pouvaient regarder pas la couleur de l'homme, quand ils regardent, quand ils sont prêts à l'exécuter, si simplement ils pouvaient ne pas voir la couleur, mais voir leur fils ou bien leur frère couchés en bas d'eux en train de plaider pour leur vie, je pense que ça ferait ça. ça nous éviterait des problèmes. Parce que moi, en tant que policier, sans cœur, je sors et puis on m'appelle pour venir parce qu'il y a une situation. Alors je viens là, je ne cherche pas à comprendre. Dès que j'arrive, je sors mon pistolet. Est-ce que je peux sortir mon pistolet comme ça aussi facilement contre mon fils? Est-ce que je peux? Est-ce que je peux sortir mon pistolet aussi facilement contre ma fille, contre ma maman, contre mon frère ou bien contre mon papa? Quelqu'un que j'aime, est-ce que je peux, quand on m'appelle, par exemple, je suis au travail et ma femme m'appelle, elle me dit, oh, ça ne va pas à la maison, viens rapidement. Alors je viens, quand je viens chez moi en tant que papa, je viens en tant que médiateur, je viens pour trouver une solution au problème. Je viens pour négocier. Alors bébé, qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? J'essaie de trouver un terrain d'entente. Mais je ne viens pas chez moi parce que ma femme m'a appelé en pleurant. Je ne viens pas chez moi automatiquement avec mon pistolet sorti. Je sors est-ce que je peux rentrer à la maison avec mon pistolet sorti comme ça dans l'intention de tuer quelqu'un? Non, parce que c'est chez moi à la maison. Les policiers ne sont pas des militaires. C'est des civils en tenue. Alors il deal avec nous. Quand tu appelles un policier à la maison, chez toi, parce qu'il y a une situation, comment dirais-je, l'espoir c'est quoi? C'est de ne pas envenimer la situation, c'est de ne pas empirer la situation, mais trouver une solution. Maintenant, ce qui fait peur, c'est quoi? C'est que les gens maintenant, ça fait que moi désormais, je vais avoir peur d'appeler la police quand j'entends une dispute auprès de moi. Si mon voisin et sa femme ont des problèmes, je vais avoir peur d'appeler la police parce que je me dis que dès que j'appelle la police, s'ils arrivent que quelqu'un meurt, je vais me sentir responsable. À cause du comportement des policiers, les gens qui ont une conscience désormais vont avoir peur d'appeler la police. J'ai vu l'exécution d'un jeune. Il n'avait rien. Il n'a rien fait. Le policier vient, il crie sur lui comme s'il était dans une zone de guerre, comme s'il était en train de dealer avec Al-Qaïda ou bien ISIS. Mais Joe, ça c'est les États-Unis. Des Américains qui crient sur des Américains, qui les terrorisent. Un policier qui vient avec une machine. Et il se dit quoi? Tais-toi, exécute ce que je te dis, fais ça. Si tu fais une erreur, je vais te tuer. Et tu vois un peu, la minute qui suit, il arrose le gars. Et le malheur dans ça, ces gens-là sont acquittés. Ils sont acquittés. On les libère, on dit qu'ils ne sont pas coupables. Ils marchent. Ils vont et puis ils vaquent à leur vie. Peut-être qu'ils ne sont plus dans la... Mais comment? Peut-être qu'ils ne sont plus dans la police. Yes. Mais comment est-ce que tu peux vivre toi-même avec ça après avoir commis un crime aussi horrible? Comment tu peux vivre avec ça? Subhanallah. Comment? Aux États-Unis, Dieu merci, moi, Karim, j'ai eu la chance de côtoyer des Blancs. Des Blancs qui ont été gentils, qui ont pratiquement tout fait pour moi ici aux États-Unis. Qui ont tout fait pour moi. Et jusqu'à aujourd'hui, je suis avec ces gens-là. Oui, ils reconnaissent qu'il y a le racisme. Oui, je reconnais qu'il y a le racisme. Mais si tout simplement, les gens pouvaient se regarder et voir et s'accepter tel que nous sommes, que tu sois chrétien, que tu sois noir, que tu sois musulman, que tu sois juif, mais qu'on se regarde et qu'on se dise que celui-là, je ne peux pas lui faire du mal parce que quand je le vois, je vois mon fils ou bien je vois mon frère. Alors à mon frère, je ne peux pas faire du mal, à mon fils, je ne peux pas faire du mal, à ma soeur, je ne peux pas faire du mal. Donc, simplement à cause de ça, lui là, je ne peux pas lui faire du mal. Mais est-ce que les gens savent que tuer quelqu'un, c'est comme tuer toute l'humanité? Et le malheur, après tout ça, on les prend, il n'y a pas de punition. Alors le gars se dit, c'est pas un problème. Je vais te tuer et puis bon, je vais partir. Je vais inventer des histoires. Ça va être ta parole contre ma parole. Mais comme tu es mort, tu n'es pas là pour te défendre. Mais aujourd'hui, Dieu merci, grâce au, comment dirais-je, au smartphone, grâce, comment dirais-je, à la technologie, grâce au, comment dirais-je, aux caméras qu'on met sur le corps, tout ça, il y a beaucoup de choses. Mais même malgré ça, on trouve un jury qui les acquitte, qui trouve que ce qu'ils ont fait, c'était parce qu'ils voulaient se protéger. Comment tu te protèges contre quelqu'un qui est menotté? Quelqu'un qui est couché par terre, sur son ventre, il est menotté. Quel est ce danger-là que celui-là représente? Quel est ce danger? Quel est ce danger? C'est comme quand tu vas en guerre. L'islam nous dit quoi? Quand tu vas en guerre, que si tu tues les gens pendant la guerre, c'est autre chose. Mais ceux que tu captures, tu ne les tues pas parce qu'ils sont tes captifs, ils sont avec toi, ils sont sous ton autorité. Tu ne dois pas les maltraiter, tu ne dois pas les frapper, tu ne dois pas les tuer parce qu'ils sont désarmés. Alors quelqu'un qui est menotté, qui est sur son ventre, mais yo, est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui présente le moindre risque que celui-là? Il ne représente aucun danger. Il est à ta merci. Maintenant, pourquoi celui-là doit mourir? Pourquoi? Waouh, pourquoi? Subhanallah, pourquoi? Mets tes enfants à la place de celui-là. Mets-toi à la place de l'homme. Avant d'agir, mets-toi à sa place. Wallahi, avant d'agir, mets-toi à sa place. As I said earlier, I wanted to do this in French and in English. We've been witnessing a lot of, how do you call, police brutality. A lot. The riot, we all saw it. It's still going on. People are mad, people are angry, and it is understandable. Now, my point is, like as I was saying earlier in French, I'm just asking people not to see color. I'm not going to talk about white and black. I'm just talking about human being. As a police officer, you were given the right maybe to shoot when you feel that your life is at risk, because that's what they say. But the primary job of a police officer is to protect. When you get a call to come somewhere, when you get a call because there is a situation, the first thing that should come to your mind is to go and de-escalate the situation, not to make it worse. The person calling you should feel at ease. Because I called this guy, I called the cops, I'm counting on them to come and help me out. So when you get there, these people should feel comfortable. But now nobody is comfortable. Why? Because they don't feel safe. The question now is like, that's not the question, but the thing is like people, now police officers, how would you call, shoot before asking questions. I've been friend with a lot of police officers. I even tested one the other day to tell him that, or to tell her that whatever is going on is not going to change my view of her. She's still a great human being. She's been there for the community. She's been there every time I called her for any community, how would you call, related activity. She's been there. She always deploy people. Karim, she will call me, Karim, do you need us there? And they are always there every time we needed help. As a chief, I tested her for her to understand that she has my support, the support of my masjid, of my community too. Because she's a great human being, and her troop and the people have shown us nothing but grace. I have pictures of them on my Facebook. So I cannot blend them. I cannot put them together with these bad cops. Now me speaking to the bad cops. When you come to a situation and you have someone that you're dealing with, have the time to talk to him, to better understand him. Talk to him as if he was your son, your daughter, or your brother, or your sister, someone that you love dearly, someone that you don't want to see getting hurt, someone that you don't want to see getting killed. At that moment, while you're talking to him, don't see yourself as a police officer. See yourself as a brother, as a father, talking to his son, talking to his loved one. You don't need to draw your gun. You don't. You can talk to me. You can talk to them. The excuse that everyone today is using is like, oh no, I fear for my life. That's the reason why I draw my gun. The man handcuffed, laying on his back, no, laying on his stomach, with his hand in his back, handcuffed. Can you tell me, honestly speaking, can you tell me what danger this guy presents? What danger? What risk you feel yourself in? What danger? Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to tell us that. He said that when you go to war, at war, people get killed. People fight. That's what war is. And after the war, people that you capture, you bring to your camp, they are POW, prisoner of war. He asks us, Muslims, not to kill them, to feed them with whatever the Muslims were fed, to treat them. Maybe they will understand and maybe they will convert to the deen. Say, do not kill them. From the moment you take them, you subdue them, don't kill them. Treat them right. In the chart of United Nations, people are not supposed to kill prisoners of war. It didn't start with them, it started with the Muslim, with Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now that's the law around the world. When you go to war, you capture people, prisoners of war, you don't kill them, you keep them, you treat them, you feed them. Now, police officers are now soldiers. They are civilian, just like us. They only wear, uniform, because the police officer, they don't go out of the country. They're here in the country. They deal with us every day. They're here to enforce the law. Now, when you get a call and people who called you, their hope is for you to come and de-escalate the situation, not to make it worse. But when they don't feel comfortable around you, it becomes a problem. Because in their mind, you're going to come and you're going to shoot. You think of it this way. I'm a police officer. I'm married with children. I have a child who's being agitated. Right there, my wife calls me up. Babe, you have to come home. Because your son, our son is acting up. How do I get home as a police officer with my uniform? How do I approach that? Compared to how I approach when I get a call from the neighbor. How do I approach both situations? Obviously, I will approach them differently. Why? My wife is a citizen. My child is a citizen. The next door neighbor is a citizen. His kids are citizens too. I'm here to protect all of them. All of them, I'm here to protect them. Now I get a call to my house. I will come obviously as a dad. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Come to me. Let's talk. Come to me, let's talk. That's how a dad will approach a situation with his family as a police officer. Now with the gun drawn, no. He will come and talk. At that point, he becomes a negotiator. Why can you use the same tactic when you are called to your next door neighbor? Why? Because obviously, you don't want your son to get shot. You don't want your daughter to get shot. So on the street, if only you can see, or you could see these people you are being called upon. If you could see them as your son, as your sibling, as your loved one, I swear to God, it would be very hard for you to approach them with your gun drawn. No. Especially when the guy or the person is handcuffed, the person is laying on his stomach. That person is subdued. You got him. You own him at that moment. Because he presents no danger. None. The hands are tied like this and behind his back. And he's laying face down. You tell me, if you really regard that person as your son or your brother or your daughter or your sister, I swear to God, you will not be that harsh on him, because there is no need to be harsh. He's already subdued. You see, we watch a lot of movies. We have a lot of criminal, biographies, like stories. You look at the guy like El Chapo. El Chapo, the Mexican drug law, right? Today he's in jail here. I don't think he's coming out anytime soon. But this guy, according to what's been said about him, killed so many people. But why was he hard to be found? Why? Because the guy didn't want to die. These criminal, career criminal, these killers, they protect their family with their being, with everything they got. Why? Because they know the pain it feels to take somebody's life. They know that. And that's the reason why they surround themselves with, with the best guard there is. Heavily harmed guard. You cannot enter a drug lord's house. You can't. Their families are protected. Even when their children go to school, they are protected. They always have what? Bodyguard. So they know what it is to die. So the guy in the blue uniform, you should know what it is to die, because every day you go out, you know that you may not make it home. You know. So you protect your family. So those on the street, nobody can tell me that there is not, a gangster or a thug on the street that had, a police officer as a father. We all have one bad apple in the family. We all do. But you as a police officer, just think about it. The guy you need on, the guy you pressing on, the guy that you're putting on chokehold, could be your son in that situation in the hands of another police officer while you're out, while you're not there. That could be your son or your loved one. Now, how do you deal with that? Forget about the color, forget about the ethnicity, forget about the race. Just look at it as a man to man, as a human being. The guy that you're killing could be your son being killed by another police officer. How do you deal with that? Unfortunately, the word empathy has left this world. It's no longer part of our dictionary. It's no longer part of it because people don't care. My question is, like, how do you live with that after committing such a horrendous act, after killing someone in the very senseless way without any reason whatsoever? Because you felt like killing someone. How do you live with that? How? Yes, the system is broken because they keep on doing it and they keep on getting away with it. They keep on doing it and they keep on getting away with it. The other day I cried like a kid. I cry like a kid because that man, George Floyd, could be me. It could have been me. Now, honestly speaking, wallahi, honestly speaking, I'm afraid to go out. I'm afraid to drive. I'm afraid to come to contact with what? With the police officer. It doesn't mean that they are all bad, I know, but you don't know. You may come to contact with the worst one, and before you know, you're dead. And I'm here on Facebook preaching, educating people, doing the best that I can do to be the best citizen possible, to be an asset to the community, to be helpful, to be useful to the community. And yet, I still can get killed. Because the guy does not know me. Because the guy is not a good guy. Because the guy would not see me As a human being, he will see me as a black guy. I have so many great white family. You have no idea. I came to this country and I was surrounded, and I'm still surrounded by great white people. My martial law instructor was one of New York finest, one of New York police officer, one of the big guy. My martial law instructor, a 9-degree black belt, one of the best in the world. I remember one day going to his house with my brother Jibe. Went to his house. He has a big dog, a mastiff. For those who know dog, they know mastiff is one of the biggest breeds. We get to his house. He knows that I'm Muslim. From the moment I call him to say that I'm closer, he took his dog and he put his dog outside. When we got there, my brother is a dog lover. He didn't mind. Not that I don't love dog. I have no problem against it. But he knows, like, as a Muslim, when the dog touches my clothes, I cannot pray with it. And from where I was to Long Island, it was a long drive. I could have stayed all day, stuff like that. So he put the dog out. When we got there, my brother looked at the dog. He fell in love with that dog. And he said, Karim, can you ask him if if it's okay for me to touch the dog? I say, ask him. He asked him. The guy said, no, if Karim wants the dog to come, the dog will come. And I said, no problem. He brought the dog in. We play with him, stuff like that. This guy will treat me like a kid, like his own son. I was welcome to his house. I never felt so comfortable, wallahi. Everything this guy and his family did, I was part of it. And he was white with blue eyes. His kid, blonde hair, blue eyes. He used to call me his first son. That guy was a police officer. He will give me the PBA card and tell me, put that on you. You don't give that card to everyone. You give that card to your family member. So I was like a family member to him. This guy trained me for free. He taught me everything I know when it comes to Kempo Taekwondo. This guy taught me for years for free. I will never thank him enough. My first boss in this country was white, Kurt Schoenfeld. And I have another boss, Noreen Farrakher. She follows me on Facebook. I'm still in touch with them 19 years later. We still talk. My family here, they are white. I remember one day going again to my friends, my brother's house. We got there. They had just replaced, how do you call, the furniture. They bought the furniture now long and they wanted something new, and they asked me, Karim, do you know anyone you can give this to? I said, I don't need it, but I will ask around. A huge entertainment center, worth maybe over, I don't know how many $1,000. I called my brother. I said, okay, I think you can use this. I took the picture, I sent it to him. He said, oh, Karim, he was excited. I took him. We went to Long Island. When we got there, my brother wasn't there. He's white, mind you, with his wife. They were away. I called. This guy gave me the code to his house. The code to his house. My brother Jibe looked at me and said, Karim, I can't believe this. I said, yeah, it just happened. I went in. We load everything we came to take. He told me, oh, Duke is there. Can you please, would you mind taking Duke out for him to be comfortable? I said, yeah. I took the dog out. I went. Duke did his business. And after that, I brought him back in. And then I left. I'm black. I'm not even American. I'm black from Africa. But these people and I, we have that trust. When they see me, I don't think they see their brother. When I see them, I see their brother. So I'm not saying that racism does not exist. I'm just saying that it's a choice. It's a choice that people make. People choose to be. My story with white people in these countries has been nothing but great. My story has been nothing but great. The white family that I have, when there is a wedding, I'm there. Everything, I'm there, and I'm still friends with them almost 20 years later. I don't talk race with them because when we are together, we are family. I remember when I first got here, I couldn't even speak English. These people invited me to their house on my first Thanksgiving. I'm sitting there at the table eating with them. I couldn't utter a word. Why? Because I couldn't speak English. And today when we sit, we talk and we laugh. Yo, you talk too much now. I think we like you better when you could say anything. You know what I mean? So, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I had that experience. But it doesn't mean that everybody had the same experience. This thing needs to be addressed. If only those races could see everyone as they see themselves, as my white family, my white friends see me, if everyone, all the races could see people like this, you know, America would be the best country in the world. So, police officer, when you go out, before shooting, before drawing your gun, think of the guy that you're facing as your sibling. Like we see Chris Cuomo and his brother on his show. We see that all the time. Can you imagine Chris Cuomo being a cop and he has to draw a gun on his brother? He cannot do that. They love each other too much. They love each other too much. All the guys that were killed, they were not all criminal. And people, it's so sad that people forget how they got killed and try to focus on the life they lived leading to their death or prior to their death. In this world, we all have made mistakes. Politicians, every day, they resign, they apologize for their conduct. We see that all the time. How many senators, how many, congressmen have resigned because of their criminal behavior? How many? They don't get killed. They don't get killed. How many people were wrongfully convicted, spent 30+ years in jail, And those who sent them to jail are still here. Now that they have been exonerated, what happened to the guy who sent him to jail? Wrongfully, for no reason. What happened to that guy? Nothing. That guy is a criminal. Now the guy that spent over 30 years in jail, even if he's one day in jail for no reason, the person who prosecuted, the person who put him there, from the moment he was exonerated, that person should go back there. Why? Because it's that person who put him there. Why? It's a crime to lie upon someone, to deprive someone from his freedom. That's a crime. But they don't get time for that. That's the reason why they don't care. Have some empathy. Have some decency. Understand that the life you're trying to take, you did not give it. So you don't take something that you didn't put there in the first place. Saying that I'm not scared, that will be a lie. I'm scared. Wallahi, I'm scared. I'm scared to come to contact with the police officer. My instructor used to tell me, my dad used to tell me that, Karim, when you come to contact with police officer, as I know you, be at your best behavior. Be at your best behavior. But some of these guys were at their best behavior and yet they got shot. They got murdered. And nothing happened. Now I don't know. I don't know. When you don't resist, you get killed. When you resist, you still get killed. Now what do? I think that's the thing, that's the talk that people need to have in Congress or Senate. Yes, you obey, you cooperate with the police officer. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay, here I am, I'm on the floor, and I still get killed. So the guy who scuffle just a little bit with him gets killed too. And now you say, yes, he resisted arrest, that's the reason why he got killed. Okay, what about the guy who did not resist arrest? Why did he get killed? Why? Because of racism or because of a lack of empathy? May Allah protect all of us. So I'm telling my young African in the community, anywhere you guys are, be at your best. Don't give the bad cop any opportunity to kill you, because they will. I'm not talking about the good one. I say the bad one. I know very, very good one. I don't know any bad one. All the cops that I came to contact with, who are my friend, the cop that I have in my, how would you call, phone log, they are all good cops. If you can go on my Facebook page, this cop came to my masjid. They have programs. I work with them. They came there and they paint our masjid in the Bronx. The news were there. It was on the news. I hosted them in the masjid with all the children. We have almost over 100 kids. They were there. We ate together. We talked. We had fun. These are good cops. I cannot, and I would never stop being friends with them because of this bad cop. It would never happen. These guys are good people. But I will tell my kids, the kid that I teach at the masjid, the kid that were entrusted to me by their parents to help them with their education. I will tell you guys, because many of you guys are following me, I will tell you, be at your best behavior. Don't give them any opportunity to shoot, because they will. I, Karim, would never give any opportunity to a cop to kill me. But if they do, and they get away, I'm sure of one thing. You can get away with it here in this dunya, but in the year after, you will have your day. That for sure, I can guarantee you that, inshallah. If you don't get incriminated here, if you don't get locked up for killing me, Karim, for no reason, and you get away free, it is okay. I'm dead. I will be dead free. I would say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen because I was dead from the hand of somebody. I would say Alhamdulillah because I know I got killed without any reason. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. My judgment, all the crap that I did in this dunya, you will go and answer to God with all of that in your scale. You don't want that. So to the families that lost their loved one, I'm asking God to bless you with sabr, to bless you with courage, and to bless you with courage and patience, to understand that maybe they got away with it here. Whatever happened is not going to bring your loved one back. But be assured of one thing, that they will pay on the day of retribution. God is the just one. Allah is just, is correct, and He will not, whatever you do, you will be retributed accordingly. Now one less, now one plus. Whatever you do, you will pay for it. So may Allah give us a better understanding. May Allah bring peace everywhere around the world. May Allah bless our heart. May Allah give us the strength to deal with every calamity that comes our way. May Allah bless us with patience, with sabr. May Allah give us the heart to understand that whatever comes our way comes because Allah wanted it, and to give us the strength and the faith to always say inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. As a Muslim, that's what we should say all the time. I'm very sorry for everything that is happening, and I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wallahi to bring peace and to bring all of us solace, inshallah. Amen. Je prie Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala de nous bénir avec beaucoup de courage, beaucoup de sabr et beaucoup de patience, surtout la patience d'accepter toutes les calamités qui viennent vers nous, et à se comprendre que ça n'arrive que parce que selon le décret d'Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, et de nous donner la foi d'accepter tout en disant inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un, inshallah. Amen. Alors je prie Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala d'apporter la paix dans nos foyers, la paix dans nos communautés, et la paix dans le cœur de tous ceux qui ont perdu, comment dirais-je, leurs parents, leurs enfants, des mains de ces mauvais policiers. Et je prie Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala que les bons policiers qui sont là, qu'Allah les protège tous les jours, qu'Allah les protège tous les jours, qu'Allah les protège tous les jours. Quand ils sortent de chez eux, bismillah rahman rahim, qu'Allah les ramène à la maison, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, à leur famille, inshallah. Je connais beaucoup de bons policiers, et je ne vais jamais changer mon comportement avec ces policiers-là à cause du comportement de ces mauvais policiers. Ça ne va jamais se passer. Si les gens veulent me blâmer pour ça, ça c'est leur problème. Parce que ces policiers, c'est vrai, il y a beaucoup qui sont blancs, qui sont noirs, et ils ne m'ont jamais regardé, ils ne m'ont jamais montré le racisme. Ils m'ont toujours pris comme l'un de leurs, ils m'ont, oui, comme on le dit, comme l'un d'eux, ils m'ont toujours pris comme, comment dirais-je, leurs frères. Chaque fois que j'ai besoin d'eux, je les appelle, même souvent sans préavis, je peux les appeler. Normalement, tu appelles la police peut-être 2 ou 3 jours pour préparer quelque chose. Je peux les appeler aujourd'hui, et puis ces gens-là sont là aujourd'hui. Je parle avec eux constamment. Quand il y a des trucs qui m'invitent, et je vais là-bas, on s'assoit, on discute. Il y en a qui ont des programmes dans la communauté qui m'ont demandé de travailler avec eux. Et j'ai vu ce que ces gens-là font avec les enfants déshérités. J'ai vu ça, j'ai participé à ces programmes-là, je continue de participer à ces programmes-là, que ce soit physiquement ou bien au téléphone. Donc ces bonnes personnes-là, je ne peux pas les mélanger avec ces mauvaises personnes-là. Ça ne va jamais se passer. Alors qu'Allah les protège, qu'Allah les protège, qu'Allah les protège tous les jours, Inch'Allah. Amen. Et nous qui sommes là, qu'Allah nous donne sabr. A'udzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم في العالمين انك حميد مجيد ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم ربنا ولا تحملنا ولا تكتلنا واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا انت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب اللهم انك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم انك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم انك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا سبحان الله ونعم الوكيل سبحان الله ونعم الوكيل سبحان الله ونعم الوكيل استغفر الله وسبحان الله والحمد لله والله اله الا الله والله اكبر الله اكبر ولا حول ولا قوه الا بالله العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون السلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين السلام عليكم ورحمه الله تعالى وبركاته.